Hi everyone. So today's topic is the 8 things you need to consider when making an offer. And to preface that, just to give you an idea of what a seller is ideally looking for. The seller would like an all cash offer with no contingencies. So the closest you can get to all cash and no contingencies, the more secure the seller will feel. But don't fear, most of the transactions in San Francisco are not all cash, and so you definitely will be able to find a house with a financed transaction. All right, so the first thing you need to consider is how much money do you want to offer for the house? And that's going to depend on the number of disclosure packages out, the number of offers the seller is expecting, and by looking at the recent sales within the neighborhood. Tied to that is how much money do you have as a down payment? The third thing is the financing contingency. So if you are pre-underwritten, check with your lender, but you may be able to waive this contingency because the lender has pre-underwritten you. The fourth thing to consider is the appraisal contingency. So are you prepared to make up the difference, or do you even have the resources to make up the difference if the home does not appraise for the amount of money that you offer? Again, this is something that you should be talking to your lender about. And then a big one for the seller is the home inspection contingency. This is a very broad contingency, and a buyer can basically walk away from the transaction by saying that he or she doesn't like the color of the walls. So look for pre-inspection reports that the seller provided. Hopefully the seller did provide that. Never ever release or waive this contingency unless you are 100% feel comfortable about the condition of the house. If not, absolutely always have inspection contingency. And then the last 3 things, the closing date, that's going to be determined by your lender. In San Francisco, generally that is between 14 to 21 days with a loan. The title and escrow company, your agent can help you with that. And then lastly, something that occasionally comes up, but you should think about is sometimes the seller would like to remain in the home after the close of escrow. So you would have to decide whether you allow the seller to remain in the house, and if so, for what duration, and then at what cost. So those are 8 things to consider. Now go write your offer. I hope you get it. Stay healthy and stay sane, and I'll talk to you next time. Cheers.